Hello there, and welcome to episode 17 of my Minecraft Let's Play. So, this is my forever world, and so far we've done these two houses here, and we've got plenty of chicken. We've got two sheep here. I did kill the creeper that was in one of those boats, and then we have these cows here, and one extra there, just chilling. I think today's episode will be just me making a permanent place for these animals. At least a more temporary one than right now. I do think I want it somewhere around here, or then just there. Because I think I might do something here or then there for the melons and pumpkins, so don't want to do it here right next to them. And also I am thinking of making something in like this area that I'm standing on right now. So yeah, let's probably start with just taking fences and all of the required materials that we could need. Guess we can start by getting some wood and then making oak fences. 48's fine. And here's our dirt. Let's just take all of it with us, because we are most likely going to need that. We can, of course, just clean this up a little bit. We are left with plenty of wheat and wheat seeds. And let's just come up with a place right now. This is a great spot. I do want to make a house here at some point, so definitely not here. I do have like a vision of continuing this here. This is like a natural path already made for it. So perhaps... This is hard. It's also almost night. Maybe we'll start... Because we have this cow here, well, the cow pen here. Maybe we can make the farmhouse here, then have the cows and all of the animals either inside it or then in front of it. I do actually have an idea. Let's just sleep and start with that idea. So, let's take some logs if we have any, and perhaps if we got plenty of birch. Not that many of, not that much spruce, and only 48 logs of oak. I probably should have started by getting some from the nearby trees, or then growing my own. Also, we don't have any acacia. Well, it's unfortunate. We do have some materials here. We have plenty of stuff, tough. We have some deep slate in here for some reason. It should be here. We have plenty of deep slate, actually. But it's quite dark, and we've already done a couple like that. So maybe let's Just not use it for this build. And we can probably do the same roof as we did before. Actually, I do like the idea of using jungle logs and jungle wood in this build. So maybe we'll start with that. I will actually prefer the potatoes first. Because there's less of them and they're not that great of a food source. Now these guys are here. Do need to move them. But let's just... oh, there it is. What's that? What's that? What would that guy one shot? Okay. Weird. I think about it, we could also utilize this area here. Because there's not much going on right now. It's in here. Is this the one where I got all of my glow lichen from? No. This is some other cave. I do kind of like this though. I don't actually remember being here. No, I haven't been here. Okay. Well, I kind of like this cave. Might do something with it. Might not. But I think we can cover it from here. It's not gonna be an issue. At least for now. So let's start with that. How many of these guys keep spawning here? It is so many. So don't need that many chickens. I think we might just get rid of a couple of them. Probably during the move or before. I don't know. Sort of just make this a bit smaller. Like that. There we go. And maybe this is a flat enough area for the pens. And then do we make the house here then? Sure. So is that? That's 5. That's 4. Maybe we can do 4 by 4 on the inside. So like this. Is that? Yeah. So basically a 6 by 6. Now we probably want pigs at some point as well. So let's just do this. Yeah. And should we use the jungle looks here? See how it looks. So I need to change this here. Just to keep it. Well, it makes it look better in my opinion. Then we get some extra from probably those cows right there. And then we have enough fences for this entire project. Yep, so I am thinking that we have the pens down here, and then we make some sort of stairs, maybe like that, and just have the house be above the pens. That's the plan. Now we do have this area then here, which we could make another house for. But I'm also thinking that should we just instead make like a roof here, then have the farmer's house or the animal keeper's house here, and not above it. I did have like a vision of just building the house there, but now that I think about it, I do kind of like it here as well. Maybe we'll do that. I do think it's might just look better. So yeah, let's start by just filling this hole, at least partly. There we go. Do the same for this. That's enough. Still don't know if I want to keep the jungle blocks or if I want to change it to some other type of blocks, but I think we'll just stick with it as long as we can, because I do like the idea of just mixing different kinds of materials for this village, because it's like the first one, so you use everything that we have right now. Plant these back, because they do look great. I do like them. I do hate these new leaves though. Leaf litter. I'm not the biggest fan of it. Not sure if you've noticed so far, because I just keep breaking it all the time. It does look great at some points, but I think it just gets in the way more than looks nice, at least in my opinion. Okay, so rid of these as well, and we'll probably keep thinking that we should have the road come from here to here, but I think it would make more sense, since we are most likely getting rid of this bend here as well, just have the road go from here. Maybe it looks nice. I think we'll go with it. Okay, let's start with the cows, because there's way less of them. That in my offhand. Break all of these before we get to moving. Now, I should have taken that one cow from far away as well. There's one that got left anyway. No. Then let's try again. Wonderful. Do that. Let's get to that cow first, and then we can get the cow that's closer to us. I think that makes sense. Hello there. Now it is becoming night again. It's starting to be. And I keep sleeping over the nights. Just skipping them. I think it just looks better for you guys, and I do kind of prefer seeing, and I do hate creepers. I think they ruin the game, but they're also a vital part of the game, if that makes sense. Now one of them dropped, but the second one dropped as well. No. Let's just push it then. There we go. Now we have seen. So we can... Actually, let's start from this here. It's further away, and it's probably going to be a bit more tricky to get the animals there next. Do you want this? Oh, that is not a good sound. Where is it? There we go. Level 30 as well. Now, I think we have enchanted everything that we have on right now. But I could probably get rid of one of my armor enchantments. Probably. Just not sure which one. I'll think about it. Also, I might have to get a second set of armor soon. Because those are not looking great. Maybe medding on armor is a good idea, but I'm not sure about the tools. I'm not the biggest fan of that idea. Maybe on the shield as well, but then I did think about it, and I have come to the conclusion that, at least for the foreseeable future, I guess we'll just do not want to hit that. No. Where's the hitbox? There we go. That took way longer than what I wanted to. Take the fences, and let's just go. Yeah, so I've decided that for the foreseeable future, I'll just stick with non-enchanted, non-mending tools. I will of course enchant them normally, but I won't use mending on them. And I think using villagers to some point, especially the librarians to some point, is acceptable. I think using villagers might just... It will not ruin the game, but it'll make it a lot easier, and I'm not the biggest fan of that. Because I do wish for this to be, as I said, forever role. And if it's too easy, if it gets too boring at some point, well, that's not going to be fun for anyone, right? So, where'd that flew just miles away. Let's clear up on inventory now that we're here. Those there as well, and we'll do something like that. Do we have any more cards? Yes, we do. Got plenty of red wool as well. I think I'll use the brown one. 6 is... I think we need 5. So 6 is plenty. One more than what we would need. Alright, and then take that to our offhand. Let's just start transporting these. Now, as I said, I probably don't want to give this many chicken. Especially since I've got so many eggs already. So, I'll probably kill off some of them. Maybe I'll just... I don't think I have any particles on. That's weird. Let's just spam that, and then kill all the adults. Plenty of this way as well. I think that's it. So yeah, this is the plan. Also, I do like the new sound that the chicks make. I haven't seen these. I thought they were only yellow. I do like that lots. Let's just take some photos of these guys. I do like to just always have a couple of photos of what I'm doing, even when I'm not recording. When I'm playing with anyone or alone, it's great. It doesn't take that much space in my hard drive, and well, I will always remember what I've done during that time, or you know, if I have a longer break, I might just look at the photos and come up with something that I've done in the past that needed to get updated or anything like that. Now I do have a place for the stone cutter here. I think we need to make a second one at some point that I would just have permanently in my inventory. But for now, we don't have to. I'm thinking of just placing this somewhere. I think that's fine. Yep. And then the road can start probably from somewhere like this. Keep hearing myself and just thinking that there's someone really close nearby. I think that's fine. I think it's more natural to not make it a straight line, but also I'm not sure if it looks the best. Don't know. But yeah, then this will go just here. Then we'll have the house here. Now, in the previous episode, I think it was the previous episode, I did complain about just basically not having enough houses, and by making this here, I think we were catching up just a little to the amount that I would like to have. I did say I'd like to have 10 houses by the day 200. If we're being honest, I would really like it to be by day 100, then I'm thinking that there might just be a larger project at some point which would need more time and energy to do. So if that is the case, then of course we might not get to that. So 200 is the more pessimistic one of the goals, I guess you could say. Or then I can of course just keep at doing this, and then, well, if this is the only focus I have, then I can get to 10 easily by day 100. To get some coffee there, but yeah, let's keep going. So, change that to jungle logs and jungle planks. Let's have a 2 wide gap here, which will be the entrance, and then maybe I'll have it with this, and then the guy, let's see, the house can be the door. I was trying to say, yeah, the door can be here, so that I have to walk past all of the cows and sheep. Now let's just those, where is it? Friendly mobs. Let's drop that down to like 25. I probably should have done that in the beginning, but those are new sounds, some of them, so I did keep them for instance. It's just so wide. Not the biggest fan of this actually, and I do think I want to have this a bit higher than just that, so let's get rid of that. If we make the door too wide, then we can have... Let's get to the door later, probably. I think that's the best. We could just have the window here, so that we can check on the cows at all times. I do like that idea. maybe, since these two are... Actually, that one's not. This one is like a block higher off the ground. This one is not. Well, it's sort of, but not really. So I guess it doesn't matter, really. If I do it on the ground or off the ground here. I think I'll do it off ground. I'll just like raise it by just one. So let's have these 4 high. In that case, at least. That looked cool. Do need to get rid of this tree here. Unfortunately. I think we might just make our own trees at some point. I haven't really done any of those ever, so I do like the idea of doing them at some point. Let's go... Actually, no, let's not skip the night. Let's just light this place up. We can put torches in our offhand so that we can see better. There we go. Now this is a cliff right here. So let's round the corner off just a little bit. We have that there. Now this is always difficult, like terraforming and trying to make these look at least somewhat natural. I am not the greatest at this stuff, but I always try. Do like that. I do kind of wish that this went a bit further like that. Let's not waste any of those logs. Maybe that's better. There we go. And that can then be something along those lines. Yeah. Yeah, we do need... Let's get rid of that in our inventory. We do need some stone or something for the ground. Be the greatest. I have gone with the deep slate a lot here, so I think I'll probably stick with that for this build as well. Which material do we have more of? I think we have more cobble deep slate. And we could do the deep slate bricks or the tiles as we've done before. Let's try the polished deep slate. Let's actually take that with us. There we go. Let's see how this looks. We can probably make the first floor completely done before we check out if this looks any good. Then these need to be higher. I am out of jungle plugs. Luckily I don't need any more. Then we'll have stairs here, and we'll inset the doors. But just one block. I think I'll go with just... No, I do want to go with 2. Actually take that back. There we go. Does that look good? I think it looks basic, but also... I don't think that's a bad thing. I think this one might just be a bit more on the basic side and like not round at all. And I do think, let's just check that there's no creepers nearby. I do think that's fine. Yeah. Right, let's go with that. Also, just light these corners so that we don't get any mob spawning inside the pen, or even close to it. Like that. Now this is a good use for torches. I do think that when using jungle logs, or jungle planks, it looks fine using torches. But then on quite many other types of floors, walls, anything, I'm not the biggest fan, as I've said before. Now let's turn what we can change, even here. It looks like that's cool. How does the polished deep slate look? It's a bit blocky. I think we'll go with the same floor as on the starter house, so deep slate tiles. Probably should have checked if I had any left over, but it's fine. So can I change these back? No. Okay. Okay, there is nearly not enough. I think we need 6 more, and then 3 by 6, so 18, 24. No, I did it again. There we go. I think the sensitivity. Yeah, I think the sensitivity of that thing should be changed a little bit. I keep double clicking even when I don't mean to. What did I say? Sensibility. Yeah, it's not the greatest. It's just, I think I'm not speaking directly into the mic, so I did just adjust it a little bit. Hopefully, it doesn't really affect filming or the audio quality. I mean, I think we can have that there. Or then we could just do that. I'm fine with that as well. Let's go with the jungle doors. And then place them like so. They do stick out just a bit. Let's do some of those. And how does the trapdoor look? If I place them here. I do like that. Maybe actually even place them here. No, not like that. Of course I need to do it like this. There we go. So now I can basically let out the air from there. That's good. I've got 2 stairs. I do need to make a couple more. Perhaps have it on this corner. Something like that. Doesn't need to be grand. As I said. Maybe use that as storage. Then do we make the second floors? maybe we can stick with the tunnel planks. Let's go with that. I did just waste all of my planks. So let's see, I had 30 before, and then I need maybe 48. Yeah, but I needed a couple more even after. Oh, yeah, this needs to be one block higher. So I did just waste all of my planks. I mean, logs. Well, that's a shame. So yeah, since we made that 3 high, I do want to start the next floor from here, which will make this quite high. But I'm not complaining. I think it's still just decent. Do we really need just one? Guess we can get rid of that. Make that round. Not round, but just open. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, let's see. Of course, I would have run out of planks if I didn't make all of the logs into planks, so it was either that. That's horrible. That will make it look better. No. No. Do need to come up with something for that. It's not looking great right now. Maybe it doesn't even need a second floor, if I'm being honest. Maybe that'll fix it. Just have it be 1 high. Then, of course, this is all just extra. Doesn't matter though. And then, of course, we'll make the roof the same as on those two. But I think we don't have any materials for it, so we might have to go and mine for granite for the next episode. But yeah, I'm still thinking this might just want to have a roof for this. But for now, that pen looks just great on its own without a roof. It's a bit too far away for that. Also mistimed it poorly. Yeah, I think this will be a bit better if I just don't do a second floor for the building. Yeah, just take those back. Maybe we could have this be just basically only window. Because it's such a great view. Don't really want to not get that from the corner. Then that can be a room. Like that. Yeah. And then let's see. We can have some stuff here. Maybe we'll have that like this actually. So it's a 3x3. And then it doesn't open instantly when we get this like through the entrance. We could even have like something here to block it so that we get, yeah. Okay. We can probably utilize the chisel bookshelves that we have, put them here as a wall. Because even though it's like, this is a farmer's place, the farmer can be educated. Doesn't really matter, I'd say. So yeah, let's have chisel bookshelves here. You can use this door here. Probably put it that way. Yeah, that's fine. Then this will be the bedroom. So this will have to have some sorts of maybe a furnace and some storage. And then we can try our best at a couch, probably there. I think that's it. Then this can be the view from the couch. Yeah, that's great. Let's actually try making a couch. That's way too wide. Like that, and then have a sign there. Triple signs. Something like that. Yeah, that's good. Then we can have the roof be here, except for the entrance, which will have, of course, the higher roof. And I'll make this, well, this is the ceiling, and we'll make the roof later. And then we can do the same here, except perhaps should it be in that corner, probably. We'll get some ladders, and we can hopefully have like a small sort of storage up there as well. I'm not sure. We'll get to it when we make the roof. Right now, yeah, haven't got one. I think it's looking good. Especially when we add the roof to it. I think I will be completely fine with this. I am thinking that we could, of course, place these here. I could basically use that stone, the deep slate, and make like a foundation all around this place. That could help the boxiness of this. But I'm not sure, especially here, if I do like it. It could work on all the others, but not on this row. Because this is exactly how I want it to be. What if we just hold that up? How does that look? Of course, then we don't get the view. But I think then we can utilize this area for maybe a small garden as well. No, let's keep that open. Not there. But instead, here. Like that. Wonderful. And we might mix and match some of this at some point, but probably not now. I am quite just comfortable with just the path. Are we supposed to add something here? Yes, flowers. Guess we can place that there. Alright, let's just clear all of these now, because they've grown and we do need a lot of books. You should probably also check on the wheat farm and breed all the cows and probably the sheep as well. Just get a couple of more of those. And at some point, we could probably make a diamond sword as well. Not a shovel. Already have one. Even though it's almost completely done soon. Actually, I do kind of want a second shovel as well, with more than efficiency one. No, this is tricky. Don't need that. I guess I'll place those there. For now. I'll place the bows as well, even though they're wooden. They take a lot of space. There's one there. So if I do need one, I have one in multiple places. Let's just dump everything off our inventory for now. I can get them back again in just a minute. I just want to get a clearer sense of mind, I guess. Let's see, sugarcane, the carpet. Let us go there. We have roast chicken. Actually, quite many of those. So let's just we have infinite lava. We do that, and then just go and grab one of these guys. That problem is solved. Wonderful. Yeah, so we're going to have a lot of chicken, which is great. I think. Yeah, we need a lot of jungle planks. Now we can take these back. Now that I don't have any panic about that. Yeah, we need to farm a couple of jungle trees, probably, in the next episode. Where are all my bone blocks? There. I guess we could do the same for, actually, all of the free types. Because we do need... That's weird. I thought I'd click their higher one. Yeah, I do think we need basically all of these. We've got a stack of birds, but that's not enough, really. So yeah, maybe next episode might just have to be on just gathering more materials, more blocks, instead of just continuing that house that we just started on. Because yeah, I think we can't really finish it if we don't have any granite or any clay. Let's actually check if we have any. Got 4 clay balls, 4 brick slabs. Yeah, that's not great. So yeah, I think next episode will be just getting more logs and all of that, and then yeah, getting some stone variations and bricks. Now hello there. Goodbye. Let's just breed these guys real quick. There we go. I don't know if it could hit me through that. Doing trick shots. Yeah. So, I'd say this is quite much done for one episode. Again. Especially since it takes me ages to just think about one idea. But yeah, I am completely fine with this. We'll add a roof, at least to that building. Probably to this one as well. We've got plenty of farm animals, which are all now completely sorted and in place, because, well, it would be a mess to just have them in different places, and then, well, as an example, let him to escape from the storehouse, as I did for the sheep. So, this is definitely much better. We do have to fix the food problem that we do have currently, and I think we can do that by just making some of these guys disappear permanently and breeding them. Of course, when we get rid of the cows for leather, we can get a lot more from that as well. So definitely sorting that issue soon enough. Pigs, of course, are going for the last place here, and I think we had some that way at least, but it's gonna take a while to get them from there to here. So that's not going to happen in this episode. We'll see if we have enough time for the next one. Maybe not even that, but definitely coming at some point soon enough. But yeah, that's it for today. Thank you for watching, if you've made it this far. Be sure to hit that like button, and even more than that, please tell me any feedback. Like, literally anything. I will keep it in mind. I will, you know, I'll do whatever. And I will definitely answer every one of those comments that you leave. So, thank you for watching, and see you in the next one. Goodbye.